Very good morning to all of you. Very less participants till now. Please inform all to join for the class. So should we start? Yes, students, should we start for the class? Aarti, you have joined now. Aarti, Alicia, Abhijanti. So we are starting with the next unit, developing counters and time delay. In this unit, you have to study topics related with okay, Ashburya, join now. So this is in continuation with the previous topics which we have discussed on the programming based assembly language. So in continuation with that, what we have to study in the next unit is stack and subroutines. We all know what is stack memory. We have discussed all the instructions related with stack and subroutines. So here we have to study in this developing counters and time delay routines. I want to develop counter. That means I want few time to be repeated in the program. Like I want 10 seconds counter. So I will develop counter separately. I will use that counter as a subroutine in the main program. Time delay routines, if I want to introduce some time delay of few microseconds, then what I will do, I will write a program separately and then I will apply that subroutine to the main program. So time delay routines. Okay, my voice is audible. Screen is visible to all. Okay. After that, we have to study the part of units. The serial number 4, I must say, assembly language. I am taking this as unit 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So right now we have started with unit 4, stack and subroutines. This is again in continuation with your assembly language unit third subpart, where we have to study code conversion, BCD arithmetic, and 16-bit data operations. We have studied maximum programs in assembly language. Same program extension is there in this unit. Code conversion means decimal to hexadecimal, BCD, binary codes. We will convert this code. So we have to write program for that. BCD arithmetic, binary coded decimal arithmetic programs, where we generally use DAA instruction. Okay, after that 16-bit data operation, that means 16-bit addition, 16-bit uh, subtraction, 16 into 8-bit multiplication, 16 by 8-bit division, or rotation programs. So different programs we can write. Okay, within 3 to 4 classes we will finish up with this unit. So we will start with the course content. So please write down in your copy, because here we have to write the equations, you have to draw the flow chart. So be ready with your copy. See students, in next class we can have a quiz based on the topics which we are studying. So be alert and be prepared. So developing counters and time delay. What do you mean by a counter? Counter is a frequent programming application. Designing a counter is a frequent programming application. Counters are used primarily to keep track of events. Time delays are important in setting up reasonably accurate timing between two events. The process of designing counters and time delays using software instruction is far more flexible and less time consuming than the design process using hardware. See, always there are two ways in your designing. We can design the counters, time delays by hardware or by software, but we all know it becomes very much easier and more flexible and less time consuming to design these counters and time delays by using some programming skills. So designing on hardware is a little bit tough. So what do you mean by counter? A counter is designed simply by loading an appropriate number into one of the registers and using the INR instruction or DCR instruction. We all know counter. I want to set counter of say 100 numbers. So what I can do, I can take counter starting from 0 till 100. So I will increase INR one by one, the content which is present in the register, or I can set the counter to 100. And then what I will do, I will decrease the value till I reach 0. So here, which instructions I will require? I will require the jump conditional instructions and jump unconditional instructions, the instructions which we have studied. We have studied call, jump, return instructions. So in counter, we need those instructions. So by using INR or DCR, a loop is established to update the count, and each count is checked to determine whether it has reached the final number. If not, the loop is repeated. Is it clear, students? If not, the loop is repeated. So this is the logic of your counter. We will draw one flow chart illustrating the steps. However, this counter has one major drawback. The counting is performed at such high speed that only the last count can be observed. While it is performing on the software, it will work on some fractions of microseconds. So you will not be able to note that speed of counting. You will just note that the last count has been observed. This all we know. You have written so many programs in different languages. The programming speed is very high. So the flowchart illustrates the steps. So please draw. Okay, have you written about the heading? What do you mean by counter in your copy? Please maintain your copy. As soon as the college will be opened, your copies will be submitted. You will check the contents, what you are doing. Yes, students. Okay. So now we will draw the flowchart. What we will put in the flowchart over here? कैसे बनेगा मेरा flowchart? Counters के लिए it will be very simple. Can you tell me for a single counter how I will draw the flowchart? I will take that value in the register. Okay, I will start using increment or decrement operation. Then I will check jump if not 0. Am I right? So flowchart of a counter, draw this in your copy. Initialize the value of the counter, display, update the counter, that means DCR, INR, any option you can use. And then, is this the final count? If yes, final count I reach, it will come out of the loop. No, it will go up. Clear? Now we finish drawing. Vishal Sharma waiting. I permitted you, Vishal. Please don't be so late in the class. Finished writing? Finished? So now I will write the program for this. It's very easy to write the program. Students, is it audible to all? Next heading, write down time delay. It is a part of the counter only. So what do you mean by time delay in real-time applications such as C? There are so many applications: traffic light control, digital clock, process control, serial communication. It is important to keep a track with time. These, wherever we talk about real-time applications, it is needed to keep track on the time, how much time is required and what time the event is starting and what time it is ending and how much time it is taking. So sometimes it is necessary to give time delays between two transitions. These time delays are in few seconds, can be generated with the help of executing group of instructions number of times. सेम ही इंस्ट्रक्शन को हम 10 बार रिपीट करेंगे. किरण पाराशर, yes Kiran, I give you permission. So the loop causes the delay depending upon the clock period of the system. We all know what is the clock frequency of microprocessor. So depending on that, it is generated. So now we will see different types of time delay. Time delays can be generated by using many ways. See, you have studied one operation. That is NOP instruction. No operation. So we can use NOP instruction also to give time delay. Clear? NOP instruction does nothing but takes 4 T states of processor time to execute. By executing NOP instruction in between two instruction, we can get delay of 40 seconds. Is it clear? This is one of the way. Generally we don't use because it takes very small time delay. It produces very small time delay. As it only takes one NOP takes 4 T states. So 4 T state cycle of microprocessor will be wasted. You can delay till that time. You can use n number of times. And what is 1 T states? Any student can help me out in telling what is 1T state? It's 1T state. ये frequencies पे कैसे depend करता है? Please write it in chat box. Students, is it audible?